Hey guys, this is Brendan Mejia from Power Rangers Dino Charge.
This is Jack Guzman. I play Danny Delgado as the Black Ranger on Wild Ford.
Hey, it's Mike Chen. This is the Gold Power Ranger from Power Rangers RPM.
And this is Steve Cardenas, a.k.a. Rocky the Red Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
My name is Peter Sudarso. I play Preston, the Blue Ninja Steel Ranger, and Marvin, the Red Hyperforce Ranger.
Hey guys, this is Tracy Lynn Cruz.
Do you like dancing and do you like Power Rangers? Well, make sure to come to Morphicon 2018 to the Angel Grove High School Prom. I'll see you there.
I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at the Angel Grove High School Prom Party hosted by that hashtag show. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. Come out and have some fun. Peace.
Come join me at the Angel Grove Prom at PMC 2018. I've never been to a prom because in New Zealand we don't have prom. So join me. It's going to be my first. Crown me, prom king. No, okay, don't do that.
And I need you guys to make sure you join me at the Angel Grove Senior Prom at Power Morphicon this year.
And I want to see you at the hashtag show's Angel Grove Prom at Power Morphicon.
I want to welcome you to the Power Morphicon Angel Grove High School Prom. I'm looking forward to seeing you all. It's going to be fabulous. Dress up, and we'll see you then.
Welcome to the Retro Ranger Wrap-Up. We're here to talk about retro episodes of Power Rangers from many claim that it's the greatest season of Power Rangers. I disagree. However, it is the most iconic season of Power Rangers. I am Joe. Joined by me is
Elle. I'm also really snotty today. I'm sorry.
And you mean snotty? You don't mean like in a bitchy attitude. You mean like
Like I have massive allergies right now.
Massive allergies. Yeah, I have had massive allergies this week too. It's something in the air.
Right?
Something's going on. How about you?
I've been pretty.
No, what's your name?
Oh, okay. My name's Daniel, and I am Team Adam.
How are you feeling?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good.
That's good.
We are not talking about the power transfer. That is next week, actually.
Yes, not yet.
We're talking about the 2 episodes that come in between that.
A monster of global proportions.
The monster of global proportions.
And Zed's wave.
What? Oh, we're here at the Comic Bug in Manhattan Beach, California. If you are in the Southern California area, we are making this the Power Ranger Hub. We had an audience here yesterday, and it was great. And if you come down live, you more than likely are going to walk away with something.
Yes,
Free
you're going to walk away with some
swag.
giveaways. It's
Not
gonna
an
be
STD.
great. No.
I didn't know that was an option.
It's Toku Kid's in. Toku Kid was here yesterday. He's great. He was awesome. We had a great conversation with him. We also had DDT Cosplay. They were in the house. They went to a convention in Pasadena. But yes, we are here in Manhattan Beach, California. So come join us live to talk about all of your love of Power Rangers, retro stuff. I think the retro stuff always is a good hit. And I'd love to get like real fan interaction about some of the retro stuff. Because it is obviously it's one of those things where when you almost forget certain things when you watch until you watch it back.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, like I missed this, or like
How did that get by me?
yeah. So it's really interesting watching back some of these older shows. I think it's kind of crazy. I didn't think we'd ever get to the day where we're very close to the power transfer.
Oh man.
So we're hardcore in the middle of season 2. And we are almost there. Guys, what else did you have going on this week? People like hearing about your lives, right?
Oh, your life is interesting.
I know. I don't know.
I saw a ton of pictures of you on Instagram posting random places.
Oh yeah, I went to Portland a while ago, but this past weekend I'm planning my new trip. Gonna go treasure hunting later this year. I'm super excited.
Real treasure hunting?
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of Forrest Fenn?
No.
It's a real life kind of Ready Player One.
What?
Where there is this guy and he collected a lot of like fine art and artifacts and stuff, like Indiana Jones status, and he has he has hidden this treasure, and I'm gonna go look for it later this year.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
We got 2 super chats, by the way.
Ooh.
One was from MJ Spuddy, says, "Hello, my sexy friends." That's more than likely to you.
Please, it is plural. Wow, we haven't seen NJ Spud here for a while.
He was here yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And Bryn Darby says, "Got a great Power Ranger challenge of Lupin versus Pada adaptation set yesterday. 6 minutes long. My bad. Hey, it's all good. So yesterday's challenge, you were in on that show. We're challenging fans to submit pitches for Sentai adapt. We got another one, another super chat.
Oh wow!
Thanks again for the Rangers pops yesterday. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming down, Toku. It was great. It's always great seeing you. I would love more people to come here and watch us live because I like the interaction. You know what? Whatever you plugged me into isn't charging. So if that's the first plug, you got to move it to the other ones. All right. How about you? Wait, let's go back to this treasure hunt.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm really curious about this treasure hunt thing. No.
Yeah, it's just this guy, and he amassed a fortune, and he was
a real guy.
Yeah, a real guy, Forrest Fenn, and he was diagnosed with cancer when he was like in his 70s and wanted to leave some kind of legacy, like what is my life, and he buried this box with treasure in it, and it's supposed to be $1 million, but it's probably worth more because it's like Aztec gold and stuff. I don't know how you would sell that, but like, yeah. So
I appreciate it.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, people have been. Oh no.
Yeah, we're black.
Oh, yeah.
Device not available.
Not available.
There we go. We're back. Okay. Sorry for that. For the quick second we were out. No. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Yeah,
right?
So it literally is just like a real Ready Player One.
Yeah, and he left a poem, and you have to decipher 9 clues within the poem, and it leads you. And people have been within he says within 250 to 500 feet of the chest. And I don't know. I'm.
And they still
super
haven't gotten it. Like
no, people have died looking for it. So he
looking for it.
But they weren't really being safe or necessarily practical.
Well, what do you have to do?
Maybe I'll put up the poem or something on my next post on Instagram if you guys want to check.
So wait, I got a question though. So
national forest.
Who's
okay? But my God,
what happened? So only one winner, only one person can win this.
I mean, I'm going with.
If you're going with the group, I guess. Then greed sets in, then it becomes a horror movie.
Yes,
right, exactly.
and we found out certain states have open carry laws. But
wow, that's
No, I'm just kidding. But I doubt we're gonna find it. But I mean, it's very specific, and if you want to look it up, it's Forrest Fenn, and just look it up. If you Google it, you will find the poem, and you could be a treasure hunter too, just like Ready Player One. And I'm super excited. I've been wanting to do this for more than a few years, and finally, like, gonna set this up.
Now, are you guys? Is it a year-long thing, or is it just?
He hid the treasure. He wrote
so you can do this right now. You can go right now.
Yeah, he spent 15 years meticulously writing like a pretty short poem with like.
Is he alive still?
Yeah, he is. And every once in a while, he's very tight-lipped about most stuff. But he said when the treasure amasses $10 million, that he's gonna go back out and just pick it back up.
Really?
Yeah, where he was just like, no one has found it, but it's like a fun thing that you have this hope of like looking for it, and I'm pretty sure at the end of it we're gonna find out that the true
like
treasure is friendship. But you know, it
sounds like a scam, Elle.
Oh my God!
Look him up.
I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. We should do it.
I don't know. I just want to be part of it. Like even if we don't find it, I want to say that I looked for this treasure and this was something.
But
crazy.
It's in one forest.
No, he says it's in the Rocky Mountains. So that travels from like Canada all the way down to like New Mexico, but he has eliminated some of the states, saying that it's in the United States. Okay. He says it's like not in Idaho. There's like 4 states: Wyoming, Montana, Colorado, and New Mexico, where it could be. Mm-hmm. And the poem is like, just read it. It's super interesting. And there's like probably a bunch of documentaries and articles about it. But yeah, panning that out yesterday.
That's
with
really
some friends.
intriguing.
Yeah.
Wow.
What if somebody finds it before your trip?
I would be pretty sad. I would be pretty sad.
Did you take a whole roll of toilet paper?
Yeah, I did.
Interesting.
It's cheaper than tissue.
It is. All right, so how's your week been? That's pretty crazy. I don't know if you're going to top that.
I made lemonade.
I like lemonade.
Yeah.
That's like Tomb Raider stuff.
Like real lemonade.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, well,
yeah,
that's that. Let's get into the meat of this episode. Usually we on the other show we would talk about news and stuff, but since we already covered that stuff, and if you guys want us to talk about news about that, we can do that. But let us know. If not, we're just going to go into this episode. I want to talk about a monster of global proportions.
Yes.
Why don't you give us a summary of what the episode was, Elle?
Okay, so I guess Angel Grove in Ernie's Juice Bar is holding this peace conference, World Peace Conference, but not the one that's
for teens.
Yeah, like I don't know. So
it is in Switzerland.
But that's later. But this one, this World Peace Conference was
It's
just in
here.
the juice bar in Angel Grove, which is kind of interesting.
Well, that makes sense. Where else are you going to hold a World Peace Conference?
Of course,
besides
Ernie's.
A place that pretty much represents peace. Ernie's not charging you to hold
That's
it.
true.
You know?
And he's probably paying
giving,
them.
He's probably paying them and giving away juice anyway, so it's like perfectly fine. I love Ernie. He's such a great guy.
Right? Catering services the entire time that they're there. For...
The World Peace Conference, guys. The Boke and Skull think these guys are Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of believe it.
I would have believed it.
Them, and it's like, that's cool.
Yeah,
And then,
you know?
but also Zed wants to create more evil Power Rangers for the umpteenth time, and steal the power coins, which he hasn't been able to do. So I don't know why he thinks any of these plots are going to work.
What's the definition of insanity again? What is it?
It's like doing something
over and over
and expecting different
results.
results. Yeah.
It's like literally you can see why he's like he should be called the Mad Lord or something, because it's like that's all he does, the same thing over and over. All right, well it didn't work this time. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try that, and every time it's the same thing.
You guys notice that low key Billy always gets like the love interest girl in the show?
Yeah, I
like,
kind of.
What happened to the scout leader? I was talking to Jester about this earlier, but it's like, how is Billy spitting game on this other girl, and what happened to the scout leader with Kimberly?
He dropped her for the Jewish,
the
Jewish
for the
leader
Israeli-
of the Israeli
Yeah.
peace conference.
She
is cute.
Why are you
She
saying
definitely is.
creep here? I don't get this. Why?
like a creepy line? He's like,
He was like, are all the girls as beautiful as you? And I was like, no, get that old lady status out of here.
That was Billy was a
all
low
the girls
kid.
where you're from as cute as you? yeah. That little...
My stomach lurch.
But on the flip side, Billy's getting more action than Zach got turned down by Angela, by the way, and that was his only love interest. Jason doesn't have any love interest.
Nope.
Billy, besides Tommy and Kimberly, Billy's the only one getting any action for the Power
Tommy
Rangers.
Kimberly actually like established like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm your boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend.
I think we see
Or
that in
they
later
just kinda
episodes.
Like, hey, I'm interested, and that's about all we kind of allude to.
No, I think we get it in later episodes.
I feel like Kimberly's just holding out till he gets like a real job, and then she's gonna decide
Gets a
whether she
real
wants
job.
to
And
date
then-
him.
Tommy's never getting a real job.
Until he gets a real job and actually buckles down and says,
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
true.
be at school. I'm
That's
actually
true.
gonna be at school.
Tommy does become a doctor. So
But also, does anyone notice it's like, why are these Stone Canyon kids like hanging out suddenly with the Angel Grove kids for no reason?
we got another super chat, by the way, guys. I'm sorry for not being on the streams lately. Been working a lot like crazy to spend money for PMC. And two, if I was you, check your title of your stream. All hail Lord Fred. It is supposed to be Lord
Yes,
Fred.
that's what Skull.
Because that's what Skull says.
Yeah.
So yes, it is supposed to be Lord Fred.
So that monster's like powers was not as strong as he thought it was, because
Yeah.
you couldn't even like Inception Skull, like, or does that mean he's like super smart and he's like already resistant, or he's like, I didn't quite understand the instructions,
or Skull is super stupid, and that's why it couldn't work.
maybe.
I don't.
But it's a monster, and it's like, we want you to all hail Lord Zed, and you couldn't convert
Lord
that.
Fred.
Lord Fred.
How much do you want to make a bet that after this episode is like, after we're done with this show, that we're gonna get comments? You spelled Zed wrong. Watch, I guarantee you, 100%.
All these people that haven't watched the show or haven't paid attention or listened are going to be the ones that comment. You spelled it. It's like, get off your keyboards. Just get off your keyboards.
It's gonna happen.
For a minute, and just watch. Trust me, you'll get it.
Anyway, the cool thing about this episode was that this is the first setup to alluding to where the other Rangers are going to end up going, which is kind of weird because you don't necessarily see Jason, Zach, and Trini really interacting at all for this peace conference
and no
thing.
lines except for the reused ones
Yeah.
that they kind of had.
We'll go into the fun facts in a second. Anything else stick out to you guys about this episode?
My thing was about Billy getting some play. That was my thing that really just stuck out. I was just like,
He got some hand holding
We
in
got
there.
another.
real
We
quick,
got
too.
another super chat, guys.
Oh wow.
Sorry to interrupt. When is the next After Dark? Favorite is still with Joe and Christopher Kim and Lee. After Dark, in general, the general After Dark is going to be moving to Pop Culture Renegades. So if you're not subscribed there, go and check it out. That channel is turning into a channel for you guys to get to know us a little bit better. We're going to have Ask Me Anythings, maybe Elle's Treasure Hunting, stuff like that. But the next,
Jezzer's
vlogging, the next Power Ranger, like shoot style interview is going to be happening soon. I'm talking to a few different Rangers. Brendan Mejia's one of them. We're definitely talking to a few different Rangers to do that, because that's a series that everybody really liked. It's really long though. It's like 3 hours. So if you sat through the whole thing, Good on you. But I don't plan on making them that long again. That wasn't everyone liked that one though, but I don't plan on making it.
It was a
that
good
long
one
again.
because it was a great conversation, man. That's what people want.
Yes. Back to the episode. Thank you so much, Bryn. Back to the episode. What other things stood out to you about this?
Why was there like global peace icon, like a four-headed
monster
demon?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like,
I
what
guess,
do you
It's not
want?
on there. This is
the
what
whole
we're
thing where they
seeing.
say four corners.
Yeah,
four
like
corners
for
of the
beauty,
world.
peace, and some. But I'm
Yeah.
just like, did you have to make it horrifying? Are you trying to give Zed monsters? Don't you know you're in Angel Grove? Anything like you turn statues into monsters. Why won't you make it like a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man or cute or?
Well, then
cuddly?
hey, it could be dangerous too.
I mean, yeah, but
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was dangerous.
He
you
was.
know?
Actually, yeah, he
so
was.
it's like there's no telling, you know, no matter what
but
it
this
is.
one
he
looked
can
like a
turn to evil.
demonic creature. Like, why would you have that representing peace? How
That's
about a
a-
peace sign?
Yeah, it doesn't. It does look a little menacing for a.
Well, yes, it does. I mean, hey, maybe those poor.
It's
content-
menacing, but why is that peace?
Oh,
is
no,
peace
this isn't that
menacing? Where it's like
episode.
we have four heads.
In the next episode, it's great. One of my favorite scenes in Power Ranger history is in not the next episode, but the power transfer, the first one.
Oh.
We'll get to there, but it's when the dude's in the telephone booth like, breaking news! They've just announced the 3 kids from Angel Grove High.
Right? And I'm like, wait, does every high school get 3 kids? Or is it out of all of North America or just the US?
But
they
not
pick?
only that, I think it
What?
was hilarious because it's breaking news. Like, this trumps the royal wedding, like everything.
It wasn't happening at the moment. There was a slow news day, so breaking
But
news.
everyone,
For
but
high
like,
school?
like all the other countries, it was also breaking news because you see like.
Well, then, so they're just proud of what they got. Come on, you know what? Have some local pride.
That's true.
All right, let's talk about some fun facts in this episode. Let's talk about some of the errors first.
Oh, yes.
It's never explained where the chocolate power coins come from or how they were created so quickly,
Yeah.
nor how Goldar was fooled. However, briefly, by the fake coins, the Rangers appeared fully morphed, with the real coins visible in their morphers as well. In the Return of an Old Friend, the Rangers are given their power coins to Goldar and instantly demorph them. So Goldar apparently forgot this.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's very true. Goldar was just happy that he finally did something right. He thought he actually won. That's
right.
it. He was just happy. That's it. I can't blame the guy for it.
When the Rangers use their power blaster on the forehead, excuse me, the power cannon charge blast is shown with the forehead is struck, as it is shown how the monster was temporarily defeated in Die Ranger.
Ah.
Yeah, it turns into a stream to
Oh,
5 balls, so
balls.
you see that the
Okay.
5 balls. So that's a little bit of a continuity
Kind of
error.
Dragon Ball, kind of.
After the forehead is grown giant, when the Rangers summon the Zords, there is debris on the ground, and even though the monster wasn't shown destroying any buildings,
We just assume.
just assume.
I mean, when they grow big, they have to destroy something,
Yeah,
right?
they grow big and they're just knocking things down.
Now, the 5 Rangers call for the Thunder Megazords. However, the Red Dragon Thunder Zord and the White Tiger Zord Warrior modes are used instead prior to the Mega Tiger Zord assembly.
Yeah.
Notes. This is some notes, fun notes about this episode. All unmorphed scenes of Jason and Zach are taken from some unaired footage from Wannabe Ranger, while Trini's unmorphed scene are deleted scenes from Bloom of Doom.
Oh.
So that's a good usage of footage that they didn't get to use. The first appearance of Tor, the Shuttle Zord, and the Thunder Ultra Zord configuration is in this episode.
Yeah, like, what happened to Titanus? Why can't they use Titanus anymore? They were like, let's use this turtle that gets stuck on its back and is like, please help.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, okay.
There are 3 shots of the Thunder Ultra Zord sequence are cut from the original Die Ranger footage. The formation, due to Japanese writing, Tor landing on forehead, and a close-up of forehead, hands poking out beneath Tor's undercarriage. The shot of Tor's transformation from the turtle to warrior mode was also cropped out due to Japanese writing. It is likely that the chocolate power coins were used due to what happened in part 1 of Return of an Old Friend. It was late, similar to the episode from Ninja Steel.
Oh, okay. All right, man.
So those are our fun facts for this episode. It's not a ton.
No, not a ton.
Not a
but
ton,
geez,
but
still, it was interesting to know that they took deleted scenes or scenes that weren't unaired, and then after that put them in.
Got another super chat, guys. I think it's quite amusing, but if you 3 switch glasses,
Who has the worst vision?
I think it's me.
it's
really?
probably you.
I'm blind. I'm definitely blind.
Is it you?
I think so.
Yeah. Hi, how are you?
Yeah. Let me see your last.
I have lazy eye though, so only one of my eyes is
Well,
blind.
why don't you take these?
Yeah.
Oh, these aren't that bad for me.
Oh boy.
Joe's do
Oh
nothing for me.
boy,
Joe's
I
do nothing for me.
can see the future.
Exactly.
I can see
Joe's
the future.
Do nothing for me, but
Hey, don't
I
ruin
do like,
the gimmick.
I do like the size, though. I do like the size.
Idiot.
I'm gonna have to get larger frames. I like the size. Let me see yours. Okay.
Actually, those look cool, honey.
Like Harry Potter. I feel like that, right?
Jesus
I'm
Christ!
gonna judge like a fashion show.
I can see people waving
Sachet,
across the
sachet.
street
I also
in those
feel
windows.
like these need to wipe down.
Yeah,
Why
they do.
Oh,
They're
Joe's
dirty.
do.
They're dirty.
Joe's do. His whole thing is I'm never gonna wipe them.
They're dirty. They're super dirty. All right, we got another super chat. I love Tor, but he is useless except as a battery charger, and to give them a free Uber ride.
It's true. It's true.
Battery charger and a free Uber
But yeah,
ride.
he's like immediately on his back. I was like, what?
He was like, here he comes. I was like, well, that's a waste.
But it was really funny to me.
Like the
though.
civilians are like, yes, he's gonna save. What the heck is he doing?
He was
What
like,
is he doing?
that's
Oh
his
my
power.
god, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die, guys. We're all gonna die.
Why didn't they put like a hand on his back or something so he can turn himself over? Like out of
Anything,
all
literally.
all the technology, it's like let's make him exactly like a turtle.
Yeah,
whoever-
so he could like dry out.
Whoever conceptualized the Zord, whether it be Ninja or whoever, did a terrible job.
Yeah.
They were like, let's make a turtle, and let's make it exactly like a turtle. So if it lands on its back,
It's
dead.
screwed.
It does exactly what we expect, which is die. And then
I-
you said dry out.
I never understood Tor. All these carrier Zords to me were pointless. I think the only one that made the most sense though was probably either Paramidas or the Phantom Ranger's giant truck, but that's about it.
So everything else was just like, oh, well, we're going to make cash grab. Here goes some toys, and let's figure out what we can do. Is that it?
But
Yeah.
even the turtle one where it's like a transport Zord, like don't the other Thunder Megazords, they also transport other Zords.
See, I don't understand
But I'm
why,
like, why?
transport Zords existed.
They could fly. Like why
That's
do
what I'm
you
saying.
need one
I
of
don't
these?
get
It
it.
makes zero sense.
They're like, oh, the Zord is going to do what this thing already does.
I think it would have been
Just move
smarter
and
if
run
they
and
would
get
have used
somewhere.
like the transport Zords as like a base for the Zords. You know what I
That
mean?
would
Like,
have made sense.
I'm only on 20.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god, I'm on 20%. Where's that Uber? You just
All right,
plug it
so
in.
any other comments on this episode? Like now that we know that when you're a kid, do you realize that hey, the Rangers are probably going to go on this peace conference, or do you think it's like, oh wow, something they just kind of introduce? Maybe you don't pay attention to it.
I don't know. I think it was like as a kid, you don't.
You just accept it
Understand,
as what it
yeah.
is. You just watch it every day, waiting to see what happens.
Yeah.
Like you're not cognizant enough to be like making predictions, or at least at my age, I was not able to make
wasn't.
predictions about shows like that.
I wasn't like I wasn't the smart fan. I wasn't. I didn't figure out like, oh, this is what we're doing. We're moving everybody out, and so we're just kind of delaying until we get it done.
Well, we got a couple
No
more
idea.
super chats, guys.
Oh, wow.
MJ Spud says, I think it's Tor is the belly flop king, to be honest. Bryn says, you have to admit, at this point, you see how much better the original footage has become with more depth. So different compared to the beginning episodes. This is true.
Oh yeah, definitely. But also, you kind of see it sometimes when they were just like, well, we need something to fill in, so let's take what we have, the original footage, and then realize, well, it wasn't that great. Like for instance, the fall on its back. There was
I mean,
no
it was
reason for
funny.
it to be included.
I
It was
still
funny.
liked it. Or I was like,
yeah,
all right, new Zord. It does nothing. It does nothing.
nothing.
Well, and also, they don't really hype up the appearance of like the new Zord. It's not like
No.
it's not like a grand entrance. It's just
Zordon's
kind
like,
of like
here's a new one.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like
When
hey,
you need
guess
it.
what?
You're like, wait, hold on. So why didn't you give us a new one earlier? Don't worry about that. Here
And
goes
not only
this
that, but
one.
to defeat a monster that was pretty defeatable, like
already, on
you
its
don't
own.
necessarily need to. Zordon just like he's showing off at
Yeah,
this point.
yeah.
He's just like, hey, we got this. He's like,
Look what I made with no hands. You're
But
like,
he
what?
likes secrets though, because even with New
does.
Rangers, he's like, I'm not gonna tell you who, even though they've been wearing the same colors these last how many episodes. I bet
know-
you can't guess.
so even in the comic book, they kind of make Zordon kind of like that in general, though, because he doesn't have full disclosure with the Rangers.
No.
He very much leaves things like, hey, I don't know, like we're gonna keep things to ourselves, kind of a deal.
Something interesting, and I feel the writers of the film did notice when they did the whole thing of, well, it was like, well, so really, Jordan, you just had us here to kind of waste time so you can come back and be like, you know, a hero again? So you just wasted our time? Like, that was interesting how they even brought that up. Like, we're supposed to be able to share everything with you. You're supposed to know everything. But yet, you're like, oh, I'm going to only give you what you need to know. And I'm going to hold everything back until it's needed. Like, well, you're really not that trustworthy when you think about it.
And it's true, because you know, like, Alpha 5, he's not the type to keep secrets. So Zordon doesn't even tell Alpha 5, because he'd be like, what about the other Zordon?
Exactly.
In front of everyone else.
Yeah.
And like, Zordon would be like, shh, shh, you shut your pie hole.
Alpha is one of those where it's like,
yeah, so it's
I'm
like,
going to tell everything.
Yeah, so it's like Zordon doesn't even confide in Alpha 5 about any of these secrets either, I'm assuming.
He's like, hey, what is that? Oh, where did that come from?
Right?
Gold R does ask who names their kid Rocky. I don't think his name was actually Rocky. His name was either Richard or Ricardo.
Yeah.
And it got shortened to Rocky.
Yeah.
More than likely. Unless it could have been Rocky, I guess.
Who knows?
But my guess is that it was either
like
Ricardo or Richard.
That makes sense, yeah.
That they shortened up to Rocky.
Yeah. If I was like, I don't want to be called Ricky. Call me Rocky. Because that's better.
Rocky is kind of like a an out there name, though.
And then later be called Dick. I don't want that.
That's true. That's true.
But
Rocky's a good choice.
I mean, but Dick Grayson, you don't really question that, and nobody ever questions that because it's. You do?
I wouldn't like to be called Dick.
You think that somebody questions? Oh, hey, Richard Grayson. Nobody.
No one ever does. No one ever does.
That's
They're always
true.
like, yeah, Dick Grayson. That's it. And that's how it rolls. And he was like, yeah, I want to be called Dick. So that's his deal. That's his deal.
All right, so let's move on with your. That was dumb. It was stupid. It was totally off of.
You mentioned the Rocky thing. I'm just
Rocky.
No, what did no one wants to be called Dick?
Ricardo.
Yeah, you said Richard or Ricardo.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're just going off of that.
You couldn't go with Ricky, Rick. Dick is
no one usually ever does when they say Richard. They usually say Richard and Dick.
Nobody ever goes with Rick.
Usually people don't, right?
Ricardo Medina. His name
Ricardo,
is.
yes, but we're talking about
he goes
Richard.
by Rick Medina.
But we're talking about Richard. Who usually goes Rick when they go Richard?
I think most people go Rick if they're gonna go Richard.
Usually most people just go Richard.
Some people do Rich, like
or Rich.
Rich is the other
There
thing.
you go.
Tomato. All right, let's move on.
Well, not when it comes to Dick. That's very specific.
That's true. All right, so let's move on to this next episode. I mean, any final comments on the last? We got another super chat, by the way.
Oh,
is it me or does Lord Zed and Zordon always have a big D contest in every episode? True story.
They definitely do Zordon on the Z wave.
All right. So, any last comments on that episode?
I don't think so. Actually, with the song, I thought, or in the song, they're talking about like 5 Rangers and like 5 becoming 1. I was like, wait, aren't there 6 Rangers? Or are they trying to already, like, Tommy still doesn't count?
That's true.
Like, wait, what? Why are there only 5? You're singing about 5. And you're like, yeah, but there's 6 of them fighting together. And I'm like, wait, what?
Think about
Hey,
that.
Matthew Thompson's, his father's name is Richard, and he goes by Rick. So that proves my point, I think.
Oh, congrats. Good. He had the, that makes sense.
All right, so more about this peace conference thing. We don't really get much more about the characters. I think it would have been kind of cool to see more of these characters fleshed out because I don't know. I feel like we get these secondary characters a lot, but we don't necessarily see them fleshed out. I think I would have liked to see more Angela. I'd like to see more, and Zio we do with the character Sean and a few other characters we get fleshed out a little bit. But like Curtis is completely dropped from the show. Richie is completely dropped from the show. So it's weird. You could tell Richie. They were like, we tried with Richie. Now let's just go with Rocky.
Maybe that's why they said Rocky, because they had Richie already, and Richie was wearing red.
Yeah,
so that's why they wanted Rocky.
And this episode also goes to show, or these last few episodes goes to show that Stone Canyon and Angel Grove aren't the rivalry that people think they are. Because now they're all together.
They're like a sister city.
Yeah, but like they go to different schools and they hang out more than they ever did with Tommy, who went to the same school. And
True.
I don't understand like how these activities work out.
That's why I think
Tommy's alone.
I definitely think Tommy was definitely along the lines of just he was so happy that they got these 3 new friends, right? I think
people I don't have to hang out with anymore. I'm really glad about that. Yeah. I mean, well, think about it. You don't want to see your girlfriend every day, every moment. You know, like, okay, I have to see you at school. I have to see you when we're fighting evil. I have to see you when we're social. It's too much.
That's true.
You know?
That's
After
true.
a while, I'm just, so I want to be a loner.
It makes sense. It
There
makes
you go.
sense. That's why he went to the cabin to like sulk.
But yeah,
for like
right?
however
I don't
long he
know
was
how
gone.
long
for a
that was
long
gone.
time.
A long time.
Right?
A very long time.
City's falling apart. He's like,
Like he had to write letters and send them, and they got it and read it, and he still wasn't back yet.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. Yeah, and from the canyon, from the cabin too.
Yeah.
Lord knows how long that was going to take. You know, like, I don't know when the mailman comes over there to the cabin.
All right, so let's move on to the next episode. Daniel, give us a quick rundown of what
I'm
it's
not
about.
the one to give the rundown for it. I'm sorry.
What?
Nope.
She just did the last
I'm
one.
really bad at rundowns. I'm just really bad at rundowns.
Did you not watch the
I
episode?
didn't get to watch the episode. No, it was the
At least you're honest.
No,
At
there was
least
a
you're
problem with the Netflix, and it was like, dang, I got to watch the first one. And I was like, all right, and then it started to get all pixelated. And I was
We
like,
got another
what the
super
heck?
chat, by the
And
way.
then it fixed
MJ
itself
Spud's
later.
dad is also named Richard, and everyone calls him Rich.
MJ Spud said that.
No, that was Matthew Thompson.
Oh, really?
There's a lot of people named Rich.
Oh, wow. 2 Richards. Congratulations.
All right, why
guys
don't you
are,
give us a
like,
rundown
amazing.
since Daniel doesn't do homework?
Nope.
It's called Zed Waves. I'm actually not exactly sure why he is waving, but it's a triathlon.
Like waves, like
Oh,
waves?
radio waves? Is that what? Oh, okay. I'm just slow.
So
I'm
it's
slow.
a brainwash.
Yeah, so there's triathlon going on, and there's like a radio monster that looks like a mushroom samurai
Yes.
that sends out radio waves. I don't know. The monster was like all kinds of confusing, but you would think I would be used to this by now, but like always a tone of surprise. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's a little strange. I kind of like this episode. Like, I don't know why, but it just seems fun. But it also showed that like these 3 friends, their random friends, had to like step up and do something. But it also made the Power Rangers look completely incompetent.
Yeah.
It really did. Man, and it's like super weird that they were already immediate best friends after their one encounter.
Oh, we got another
"Oh,
super
they're
chat.
ninjas."
That's why I like the movie Zordon showing up a bit of a jerk, and people should know anything when he deems it necessary, if ever. It's true.
Yeah.
Zordon is not a very
No.
forthcoming dude.
Yeah.
No.
He's good at secrets.
I actually think that's why the comic book is so interesting, because you dive into those secrets. You dive into that stuff, and I really think that like I wouldn't listen. If full disclosure, I don't know if I necessarily follow Zordon. He's not a trustworthy guy.
Right, and you would think the Power Rangers would have side conversations, being like, "Yo, did you know that other Zord existed? No, I didn't know. Why wouldn't someone tell us?" And be like, and like shit talking, but like, you know.
I mean, you saw how
who
mad they
this
were
guy.
starting
Yeah.
to get when there was going to be the White Ranger.
And he wouldn't tell anyone.
Yeah,
He's like, "We're
exactly.
working on a new Ranger."
I mean, it would have just put everybody at ease. Like, hey, we're going to bring back Tommy. We're going to do this. Like, what would have been the effect of, like, what's the difference?
Like, it helped build morale if you're telling us, like, what you guys want is actually going to happen. That would help. No. Zordon's a horrible leader, and he doesn't tell anyone anything. And he's like, oh, surprise! And it's like, well, dude, we were really pissed at you the whole time. So it's kind of hard to just get that feeling away and be super happy again. So, and then you go ahead and hide Zords and...
And
Zordon
powers
yeah,
and all this
Zordon
other
is,
stuff.
Like I said, not the best leader. He doesn't communicate with his team.
Who do you think the best Power Ranger leader was? I mean, you probably have never seen all the
I haven't
seasons, so
seen
you
all
wouldn't be
of
able to
them.
say, but if you had to guess. Because I would have followed Doggy Kruger for, like, my whole... Like, I'd have
Oh, well,
followed him.
Doggy Kruger was like, I mean, his whole thing was like, he rose up in the ranks of people.
I also would have followed a Tommy if Dino Thunder...
Okay.
Like, I'd have followed
okay,
Tommy.
Okay, that's a good one. Doggy Kruger actually is a really good one. Because, I mean, like I said, trained and raced up in the ranks to be where he is. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Versus Tommy, I don't know. Not Samurai, what? Not Samurai guy? Jesuit says not Samurai guy. Whoa, not Samurai Tommy? Or, like, what do you mean?
Don't listen to him. He doesn't
I was
know
like,
he's See, he was too dark with that stuff.
But I will say the scene that Jesuit just showed, the parts where Tommy kept catching the things and throwing them back, catching the ball, catching the TNT and throwing it back. That's something I definitely remembered, and I just remember laughing at it then.
Right, like
and
hot
still
potato.
laughing at
Like,
it.
why
Yeah.
doesn't the mushroom guy just immediately throw it back? Like, he holds it for a good 5
Right,
seconds.
no,
It's like, oh
because,
no!
because Tommy's like, ha! And Tommy quick. Immediately got it and tosses it back. He goes, oh, what's it about? Boom. Oh yeah, I'll get you with the dynamite. Chucks it at him again, and then Tommy's like, nope, not again. And then just like, why is he not like, hold on, let me just chuck it right back or hit it away from me? No, he holds on to it.
Another
He's a
super
bad
chat.
guy.
In my opinion, the best mentor is Doggy or RJ. I agree. RJ's from Power Rangers Jungle Fury. Not one of my favorite seasons, but a lot of other people like it. Personally like it.
Tommy was just too smart. I'm sorry, Tommy was just too smart.
But also,
He's a tactical
that
genius.
monster has so many other things up his sleeve, like possess him, or like, I don't know, wait a couple seconds before you throw the explosives, or I don't know, like any other gajillion things that he's capable of.
I also really like
You
that
could
the
have seen-
backgrounds don't matchup whatsoever.
Oh,
with
between the two? Like,
Yeah.
where they were, like,
Yeah.
it was like Tommy's background where they were, and then where the monster, you were like, wait, what the heck? What is going on?
So
here?
who's competing in this triathlon? Isn't it the 3 kids from Stone Canyon, and then the Angel Grove kids are just like their support system?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't even, like,
It's not even a school thing, I don't think. I think it was just a community
Just a marathon,
event.
yeah.
But I think the Angel Grove kids have gotten to a point where they're like, we're heroes. We're done with physical activity.
All right, so let's pull the curtain back a little bit. Let's say we don't really see. Let's just try to figure out where Jason, Zach, and Trini are throughout the duration of this. Do you think that Jason is really salty that Tommy becomes the leader, and then he's just kind of like, listen, we're on your side. We're gonna hang out with you. We gotta be cool.
Right.
And then the other ones are just like, we're gonna hang out with Tommy. Like, it's definitely a split, or do you think it's just like the other 3 in story? Do you think the other 3 are just kind of like, we're just gonna do our own thing?
I think that we're just gonna do our own thing because Jason's salty. I think that was it. We're gonna do our own thing because I'm not digging this whole separation thing. And you want to be salty, you stay over there.
What do you think? What do you think in story? Like, if you were to put this in canon.
I feel like Jason would be really, really disheartened and really sad. And of course, Kimberly don't care about nobody. Billy's gonna stick with whoever the leader is because, like, you don't want to be bullied anymore.
Yeah,
so, like,
right.
of course, it's gonna fall to Trini and Zach to be like, hey, don't worry about it. We're still friends. Like, I know you're really sad. Like, they would be the ones like comforting him.
I like that, actually.
That's a good theory.
Very true.
Good theory. All right, let's get into some fun facts about this episode. Tommy, Kimberly, and Billy morph slightly out of order. Billy morphing between Tommy and Kimberly. Aisha fixed the frequency reverser by seemingly tucking away the wires back into the casing.
That was a good move, though. She's smart.
was, right?
She's smart.
That,
Wires
I guess
exposed.
it works sometimes. Zordon stated the frequency reverser had to be fired at the source of the frequency malfunction. However, the teens fired it at the Rangers as opposed to the actual source, Beamcaster himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then
So
Zordon
which was
used
the
his
villain.
brain power to help channel it. I was
Apparently.
like,
Right?
what? Do you have these powers too?
Yeah, I was
Where
like,
is this coming
Zordon,
from?
I mean, can't you just
Weren't
make
you
yourself a
super weak from
body?
Tommy? Like, do you produce new power? Like, you just have to recharge like the Zords?
Well, no, he's,
Like-
he's giving his power to Tommy. He's making him a ranger.
But now he's
making
using
new
brain
Zords.
power. I don't know. Zordon is something else.
Yeah, right. The Power Blaster shot an energy spear, a yet unintroduced power cannon, as opposed to the usual stream of energy. When Rocky picked up the frequency reverser, it was not on the sidewalk instead of the grass where it was originally dropped earlier. The Beamcaster threw some dynamite at the Rangers. It was in color, red, yellow, and blue.
Here it is.
When
Oh.
Tommy caught all 3 sticks, sticks were orange. When they were tossed back to Beamcaster, they changed it back to red, yellow,
Yeah,
and blue.
I was like, dude, that was crazy.
So definitely the person at the prop house did not pay attention to
Nope,
detail.
not at
Didn't
all.
care.
Or didn't care.
Didn't care at all. Now let's get into some notes. All the footage of Jason, Zach, and Trini unmorphed are recycled from Something Fishy, a season 1 episode, which is obviously as Zach had the original flat top fade worn through season 1 rather than the dreadlocks he wore throughout Walter Jones' actual appearance in season 2. Additionally, the opening scene with Kimberly and Trini features the original putties, even though the Z putties replaced them at the start of season 2. When the Rangers use their power blaster to destroy Beamcaster, it first shoots energy blast before switching to being a flaming fireball using the power cannon attack as the monster was destroyed in Die Ranger. During the scene which Tommy tosses back the explosive Beamcaster, explosive at Beamcaster, the arsenal of Die Ranger can be seen behind Beamcaster as the footage is from Die Ranger itself.
Okay.
When Skull is hit by the Z-Wave,
Oh, yes.
Yes.
instead of reciting Hail Lord Zed, and the reason for this episode,
Right.
he says Hail Lord Fred.
I thought that was super cute.
Yes.
I love Skull. Like, he's
It's
one
like
of my
Skull
favorites.
is just that stupid, but he's also that funny, and he's also that endearing.
Lord Zed's name being mispronounced would be a running gag into the next season.
Yes.
Final time that the Power Blaster successfully destroys a monster is in this episode. This is the first episode in which ordinary people, Rocky, Adam, and Aisha, not as their usual heroes or their allies, defend the cities, as all the Power Rangers were affected by the monster spell. This happens again when a Ranger is not a Ranger. So this is the first time that ordinary people kind of like help defeat the monster. really defeat the monster. This is the last episode where Rocky, Adam, and Aisha are regular people before they take Jason, Zach, and Trini's place, respectively, which you guys, I'm sure, already know. And this episode marks the last time the original 5 Power Rangers used the Power Blaster at all, which we stated before. Now, in the VHS release of this, the episode was one of 3 released from the Morphin series. The other 2 being One is a Ranger, Not a Ranger, and Lights, Camera, Action. So those are all the fun facts of the Fred wave, is what I like to call it. We also got another super chat. Billy would pretend to care, biding his time all the time. Everyone is gone, LOL. Waiting to take leadership when no one else noticed, which he kind of does, actually.
Pretty much.
But yeah,
I didn't know that Aisha was like in this episode when she does tuck away the thing. Like she's like, here, let me, and she just figures it out. It's like. So she's an engineer too, or
right?
But she is Aisha. I've noticed is just kind of like whatever needs to be filled, she can somehow be that, and it's just like boom, 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 boom. Oh, we need her to be this. We need someone else to be the smart engineer person. All right, Aisha becomes this. We need someone else to be this powerhouse fighter. Blah blah, blah out of nowhere. Oh, Aisha was that. Like it's just boom, boom, boom. She becomes whatever they need at that moment.
I always thought out of the 3, Aisha was, no offense to Karen Ashley, she was great, but out of the 3 characters, I thought she was always the weakest in terms of character development because of that exactly. I think that they never really knew where to go with her.
Right.
Whereas at least with Adam, he definitely had a character story arc. Even Rocky, who actually ends up kind of declining in terms of intelligence throughout the course of the series.
Yeah.
I thought was
Rocky just wants to have fun.
Rocky,
guys.
there is an episode called, but there's also
called
the one where he turns into this plant and Zeo, which I thought was great. Like he was just like. He was the ranger that was always struggling with grades, and I actually thought that was a little bit more relatable to a lot of other kids because not everybody's a straight A student.
Seriously.
And I also love Adam because Adam's a shy guy, and he's not this outward guy, which is a complete departure from Zach. Because Zach is your ladies' man, your guy that's like, hey, like let me talk to everybody, let me be everybody's best friend. Adam is not that guy.
No.
But whereas I honestly think Aisha is almost a carbon copy of Kimberly.
Yeah. Yeah, literally, it was just like
without being a bit.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah.
Without being, okay.
Without being the mean girl. Yeah, without being the mean girl.
Without being a mean
Literally,
girl.
because we've established it, we've said it, and if you guys don't believe it, go back and watch. Kimberly is the mean girl. She definitely is.
She's hot though.
Yeah.
So I feel like that gives her like the.
And the thing is, Billy actually is a mean guy. Like we
had a super chat.
He's a friend of the mean girl.
Hey girl, oh, it's more of these. I already used this one, MJ. You can't even use this one. Hey girl, your name must be Rita because looking at you makes my monster grow. I've already used that.
We've already used that.
Naughty.
We've already used that before. I appreciate the super chat.
Hey, do we have comments, producer, or did you fail us again?
I don't have a
Finster. There's a printer here. Finster. This is you're squat. You're squat.
You demoted him? You demoted him from Finster to squat?
He's squat.
Oh.
There's a printer. Just print it out. Have Josh do it. He's right there. He did it last time. He did it last time. Have him do it.
What's up?
But yeah. So what else we got? What else happens in this episode's pretty kind of.
This episode was really cut and dry from even what I remember, and then seeing the things going over it, I was like, oh my god, yeah, that was all that happened.
Yeah, it wasn't much. It's like triathlon. They finished and they didn't win.
Watching it last week and then thinking about it now, it's just like, yeah, that was it.
Yeah. So also, who do you like better, people out there watching, Aisha or Trini? Really curious to know. I'm gonna guess that most people are gonna say Trini. I actually did like Trini better too. Got another super chat. Even as a kid, the transfer wasn't a happy episode to me. I couldn't tell. This wasn't just a story of getting rid of actors due to pay.
Yeah, as a kid, I didn't know that. I couldn't tell. But
as a kid, I actually did know, not this part of it, but I actually did know the Rangers left because I can tell that it wasn't their voices.
It wasn't them, right?
Yeah,
but
especially Jason's. Jason's is the most.
That's a good point. Like he brings up, even though it's just minute when he brings it up. Was it a sad time for a lot of people seeing those Rangers leave? Like where a lot of people are like, man, I don't know if I really want to watch Power Rangers anymore, or all this was sad, or were you guys happy? Like, oh, something new's happening.
I think it was exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime I always wondered too because I didn't know that they were. First of all, I've said this many a times. I never knew that there was going to be like. I never knew there was a Die Ranger, so I never knew. Mm-hmm. I remember seeing the Japanese toy that I bought back in the day, and I saw that. But I always thought that they were just gonna always create new colors because they gave us green and then white. Then I was like, oh, maybe they'll give us like orange and like gold and silver and all these in the MMPR era. And then once you start getting more Rangers, because you have to assume that everybody, you know, they can't be Power Rangers forever.
No.
So that they were just always going to transfer power. I actually, when Zeo was just about to come out, I was a little surprised because I thought that Tommy was going to revert back to being green because there was no Black Ranger in Zeo at the time. And I remember seeing the action figure, so I didn't know how that was going to play out. But also, I think that with the way that they did Zeo, the way that they kind of hyped it up, made me realize that that they were going to be able to change casts every season depending on the series.
Okay.
But most people are saying that they like Trini over.
Definitely.
Over. Toku gives another super chat. Jezzer being squat. It's like when he gets called it won't work, be happy, be called on to do something. Hashtag where are the coins? Hashtag where are the coins, Jezzer. MJ Spud, hey Gro, do you have a headbutt? Do you headbutt the F5 key because your face is refreshing?
Oh, is that the shortcut? I never know what the refresh button is.
I don't know.
I know F12 is safe.
No, it's not for me. I don't know. He likes doing those. That works.
You don't like jokes, Jezzer?
No, because he...
Boo, you bore.
I love it. I love it.
Jezzer, where's our chats? Hey, so guys, we usually read your comments live on air, but we can't do it this week because Jezzer wasn't prepared and didn't want to print them out.
We can make them up.
On the last show, we read it off the computer.
We did not read it off the computer. He just printed them out. There's a printer here. All right, we have another message. We don't have another message.
No, we don't.
Here's the thing. Thomas Franco cracks me up. Anyway, Z-Wave. All right, so what are you looking forward to with the power transfer? Are you ready to let Jason, Zach, and Trini go?
Honestly, I am because, like I said, I'm like a Team Adam guy, so I'm really looking forward to it.
I thought you were a Team Zach guy.
I'm just a Black Ranger guy, but I love Adam. I really do. Like, there's just so much about him. And then Johnny Young Bosch himself, I think, is the thing that's really like.
And he's also performing at Angel Grove Prom.
It's just the Johnny Young Bosch is so cool, but then again, the Black Rangers were just really dope. I think that was it. Because Zach was like, like, oh yeah, I can dance, but he actually,
Another super chat. Zeo made everyone but Tom shine like the originals. Tommy, I'm guessing he meant Tommy. Oh, okay. Actually, I disagree. I actually think Tommy is established as the real leader in Zeo.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly think Zeo is one of the best seasons and one of the most underrated seasons because you get the most character development out of any season. By the way, guys. Yes, I know, Thomas Franco. Jezzer did fail. By the way, guys, here is that is a link to our Facebook page. Now, what you can do is like it. But if you go and check out that Facebook page, the official invitation for Power Morphicon Prom is up. So you can mark whether or not you are going.
You should go.
You should go.
Yeah,
look, already we have 18 people going, 23 interested.
Ooh.
It's already picking up some steam.
I'm loving it.
There's 53 people invited, apparently. I don't know how.
How did you... We were looking for that too.
Right?
You can invite people, I guess.
I didn't do it though.
I
don't know.
Well, we're definitely excited to see as many of you people that can go actually go. It's going to be great. It's going to be probably the best con of the year. So why wouldn't it be one of the best parties to go along with the best con of the year? So you'll enjoy it in every way. If you're a Ranger fan, you'll definitely go inside. You'll definitely be excited.
That's crazy.
Time to get dressed up.
Yeah,
you don't have to be fancy though, right? You can be casual if you want, but it's always nice to dress for the occasion.
I did see. I think DDT Cosplay said that they're going to cosplay as the Rangers as if they were going to prom, which I like that idea.
Yeah. Oh, nice. So it'll be like, oh, hey, I'm gonna wear a green suit. I'm gonna wear a pink suit, or blah blah. I like that.
Yeah. So if you guys want, you guys can all not sign up, but you guys can all. Oh, we got another super chat. Your daddy must be a drug dealer because you're dope. Okay. All right, so you guys can all...
That's a weird... Does your daddy also deal you out? That's like a weird pimp
people right now are shaking their heads, but they're all laughing at the same time. They're like...
Like, that one has really sad connotations to that joke. I don't like that.
Daddy drug dealer?
Yeah, like, is he, like, pimping his... pimping someone out and, like, trying to sell... Like, that turned... I don't like that
That turned dark really quick, really fast.
Like,
thanks, Elle. Thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Going on a life or death treasure hunt.
Yeah, right. She's also going. That's right. She's also going life or death treasure.
I love gold.
You are actually, when we think about it, you really are a Power Ranger. You're doing things.
Chester, get it together. People are saying in the chat, get it together, man.
That's pretty cool.
Get it together.
You know, like the
I
whole
try.
thing.
I love it. I don't work for world peace, but like for my own personal gain, I'm all for it. All for it.
Okay.
So here's the deal. So now that you guys know that there's an official page set up for the Power Morphicon Angel Grove Prom, you guys can all put whether you're interested in going, not going to be able to go. If you
should at least be interested.
Well, even if you can't go, I actually recommend checking out that page because we're going to put your promposals in there. And also on this show, every new promposal is going to make its way onto that page. And every update about the Angel Grove Prom, whether they be performers like Johnny Young Bosch, all that stuff is going to be updated there. Also, I didn't even mention this.
Live.
If the internet's good, I don't know. I can't promise that.
Oh, that would be awesome.
No, that's true.
We got another super chat. Your father was your father an alien because there's nothing else like you on Earth.
You can
I
stop
don't find
at any
anything
time.
naughty with that one. I like that joke.
Anytime. You can stop. Just anytime.
Let him keep going.
Oh, yeah?
Let him keep
Okay,
going.
never mind.
I
I'm
like
wrong.
them.
I'm wrong. People love them. Keep going.
Especially that one, because that one wasn't naughty.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, anyways, if you want to
Or
follow
sad.
that page, please do so
It is funny.
on the Angel Grove Prom because everything is going to be on there. You can find that on that hashtag show and THS Power Rangers. We got more. Toku Kid says, Spud's pickup lines are so bad and not Michael Jackson's bad. There we go. Mikey Perez, stop hating on Jezer. Well, tell Jezer to do his goddamn job, and then maybe we would stop hating on him.
Let's not hate on him. Jezer has the best calves.
Jezer does have gigantic
If you
calves.
ever get to meet Jezer, ask to look at his calves.
Honestly, no, the first thing you should do when you meet Jezer, to make it interesting, reach for his calves. Don't shake his hand. Reach for his calves. Say, wow, nice
His calves
Jezer.
are disproportionate to his body, though.
That's it. Just say, nice calves.
You say, yeah,
and then
yeah.
walk away.
They look like
Because
massively
he has
strong.
He has superhero calves.
He really does.
It's
Like,
so weird.
jeez. Yeah.
It's so strange, actually. So MJ Spud
mountain
also says,
climber.
was your dad a baker because you got a nice set of buns?
That's kind of.
No? You don't like it? Let's start ranking those. You get one out of 5.
That one's
I
gonna
don't
give me a
like
2.
jokes with
2?
dads. No, that's
Should've
weird.
liked
I don't.
dad
I don't
jokes.
like any kind
Any
of
of
like
those,
daddy.
Yeah.
Like those things,
association with
like
dads.
your dad had something to do with I don't know,
Yeah,
weird.
I get it. I get it.
I'm not down. I'm not down
You
with
don't like
those.
it? Okay,
They're weird and
okay.
creepy.
Just lost the
and
prom date, I think.
Whoa,
MJ
boy.
Spud.
All right, so stop with
Creepy.
the ones that like your daddy must be, and then go with the other ones. Trust me, you're
Yeah.
All right, so
you're over, buddy.
like I
You're
was
over.
saying before, these goddamn jokes, stupid jokes. If you want to join, you just check out the page, follow it. We're going to be posting in there frequently. Also should write in there that there's going to be a gift bag that people get when they do attend.
Ooh, you should make that logo into a shirt, though. I really like the colors, like the really
That
retro.
logo?
Yeah, like
I'll think about it. We
maybe
might
about that.
sell
Angel
it.
Grove shirt,
Yeah,
or maybe
look
like
at
a
that, so
mug.
people
I don't
can-
know. Does
People can buy them for like, oh my god, look, I went.
or a
You know,
button?
like,
How about a button? That way you could sell them for like $1 or $2, and then more people will be inclined to like.
oh, button
have a
wouldn't
little-
be bad. Everybody
you
can have a
could wear-
button to take home.
You could put it on your lanyard when you walk around. You know the rest
Well,
of the.
one of
con
the
or
things
something.
are we might be making Angel Grove Prom little lapels, like little buttons. We also might. That's a maybe. It's a maybe.
Buttons are cheap. Pins
Might be
are
doing
fancier.
power coins, special power coins that you can get at Angel Grove Prom as well. So, and all that stuff will be free, for the most part. Morphin Monday. Hit it. And this is the 28th anniversary, so all you guys look great. And you guys came in, the 4 of you came in together, Patricia, Selwyn, yourself, and Roger, right?
Right. Roger and I actually, we were first.
Sure.
And then when Patty came in, she actually, I don't know if you viewers know this, but she actually was she came in after somebody else was already hired.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there had been another Pink Ranger.
Jessica. Jessica, will you be my date to the Angel Grove Prom?
Hi, Jonathan. Even though you should have chose Joe's side, don't worry, we'll get you on the right side. I will definitely go with you to the Power Rangers prom. That would be awesome. Thank you for asking me, and I will see you in a few months. Bye.
Carlos Martinez, and this is my promposal video, and I would like to officially ask Cap Bloodgood to the Power Morphicon Angel Grove Prom.
And no, I did not in any way know Carlos was going to ask me. Nor did I think he was going to ask me, so I was definitely shocked when I found out. And I did react the best way I could by saying no, and a lot of you guys would be like, oh, I can't believe you said no to him. Guys, let's be real. I was not going to plan on going with him as is, so I'm okay with saying no. However, in turn, there is somebody I would like to ask, and that somebody would be, Ernie, would you like to go to Angel Grove Prom with me?
What's up, guys? Journey here. So, oh my god. Holy shit. Someone actually asked me out to the Angel Grove Prom. What? Why? And it's none other than the amazingly kind and wonderful Kat. Thank you so much. Like, that would be so much fun to be able to go out with an awesome girl like Kat. But I'm stuck in a predicament. So, Carlos is my boy, my main road dog, and I just can't take his date away from him. There's some kind of code out there about that. I was talking about all three of us going together. That way, I can be the first hashtagger to have 2 dates. That's 2 more than Daniel. I mean, hey, there's plenty of journey to go around. So I am flipping this around. Kat, Carlos, will you both be my date for the Angel Grove Prom? Now listen, it's either the 3 of us or it's none of us. And no is not an acceptable answer.
Elle out to the hashtag show prom. It's not called that, it's called the Angel Grove Prom. I'm here to ask Elle out to the Angel Grove Prom thing.
Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. I'm super flattered that 2 people asked me to prom. And Derek, I'm so sorry, but MJ Spuds asked me first, so I'm gonna have to go with him. And I'm super excited to be able to go with you.
Oh, hey. I didn't realize I was holding my phone making a video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is JD. I'm a producer for that hashtag show, and I help produce most of the Power Ranger content on here. I'm a huge Ranger fan, and I've been to all the Power Morphicons. So it's crazy that this year we're throwing the official Angel Grove Prom at this Power Morphicon. So, obviously, I need a date. So I am asking Miss Kelly Bohart if you would be my date for the Angel Grove Prom. I don't know anyone I'd have more fun with, and I await your response. So let's party like it's 1993, guys.
Oh, hey. Hey, JD. I accept your offer to go to the Angel Grove Prom. See you there.
Hey, hashtag group. I want to make my video for the Angel Grove Prom. I would like to invite my Dahlia to be my Angel Grove Prom date. So, my name is Mikey Perez. I've been a fan of this group for a long time. This is my second Power Morphicon, so I would like to invite my Dahlia to be my date for the Power Morphicon date. So.
Hey guys, this is my new promposal video. This is going to be a promposal to Migdalia. So sorry to Robin Chan and to Mike Perez if that kinda messes up your plans. But hope to see you guys there at Angel Grove Prom.
Good morning, everyone. It's come to my attention that I owe a couple people a few answers about Power Morphicon, about Power Morphicon. So that's to Derek, to Mikey, and I guess now Jezzer. Basically, guys, my status of going to Power Morphicon is up in the air right now. A few weeks ago, I received a save the date for my cousin's wedding back in New Jersey, and it is taking place on August 18th. So I might actually be going to the wedding instead of to Power Morphicon, so I'm actually not going to be committing myself to any date right now. If I do decide, and that's going to actually be last minute, to go to Power Morphicon, it's just going to be easier for me to coordinate with that with Jezzer. So Jezzer, I will accept just because you're like right there, and it's going to take no effort at all. I hope he doesn't take any offense to that. Anyway, guys, I'm really, really flattered, and I hope that you will find other dates to Power Morphicon, and I actually hope I can go, and I'll be able to see you there.
I was wanting to invite Megan Batoon. Would you be
cool to come with me, go with me to Power MorphCon Angel Grove Prom?
The Angel Grove Prom is coming up, and I can't wait to come. So I need a date. So I'm going to ask Sarah, would you be my date for the Angel Grove Prom?
In response to your proposal, I accept. I don't know how I'm going to get to Morphin, but I trust you.
Oh, hey. So, I'm sure you're already aware, but Power Morphicon is going to be hosting the Angel Grove High School Prom. And it's crazy, but it's a little ways away. And I'm sure it's going to be fun. I can promise it's going to be fun. Because I can't think of anyone else I'd rather spend it with than with you. Which leads me to my next question. Diana Chen, would you do me the honor of going to the Angel Grove High School Prom with me? It would be a misdeed for the most beautiful girl of Angel Grove High to go with anyone other than myself. I patiently await your response.
Hi Daryl, thank you so much for the sweet prom video. Yes, I would like to go to prom with you. It's Morphin time!
All right, today I'm here to ask someone for a proposal for Power Morphicon this year, 2018. Now, a little bit of background on who I want to ask. Now, I have been a big fan of Power Rangers since '93. I mean, everybody has. Why not? So, I am definitely going to go with the first person that always comes to mind when it comes to a Power Ranger crush or someone that I would definitely want to ask. So, for my proposal, I would love to ask Amy Jo to Power Morphicon this year, and hopes that she can go. All right, so hear from you soon, Amy Jo. If not, don't worry about it. And
hey, hashtag show. This is Mikey. I decided to do another prom video. This is my last shot, so I decided to go hard on this one. I decided to invite Maverick to be my Angel Grove prom date for Power Morphicon 18. So I'll wait for your reply.
Hey Mikey, it's Maverick with that hashtag show. I am so flattered. Everyone showed me your video and I think it is the sweetest, probably the only prom proposal I've ever been sent. So good for you. And I heard it was in August. So if I'm free, I know I will do my best to be alongside you. And if anything, just for a picture, because what girl doesn't love to get dressed up and have a gentleman escort them? So I look forward to it and I'll keep you posted.
I'm Daniel. You may remember me from such videos as running around with my pants off.
Okay.
Ready?
It's recording.
Ready?
Woo! Woo!
Also, well, I guess Riverdale fabricated a whole story.
Cheryl's got a disease, Daniel. Tell us what's the disease.
It's called diabetes. But this video is interesting because what I'm doing is asking you, Tony Sanchez,
You so fucking precious when you smile.
to Angel Grove Prom. Please do me the honor.
Okay, hi everybody. This is Tony with my best friend, partner in crime, Renee. Hi, Renee. And as we all know, a girl cannot just go ahead and accept a date unless her best friend signs off on it. So, Renee, thoughts, comments, concerns about Daniel Jerome?
I thought it was adorable.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he clearly respects you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little upset he didn't ask my permission first.
Very true. Very true. That's a big demotion. Yeah, big demerit right there. But ultimately, what do you think about me going to Angel Grove Prom with him?
I'm on board if you're on board. You're a grown-ass woman.
Am I though? I will go ahead and tell you, Daniel Jerome, I will go to prom with you. I have some conditions and some questions though. Number one, I'm told that this is a 90s prom. I will be dressed to theme then. I hope you will be too. Not required, but I really, really hope you will. Two,
which means required, by the way.
Yeah. Is this a corsage situation kind of thing? Just a question, not necessarily a request or a condition, just a question. So do with that what you will. I'm asking the question. What else? God, it's a 90s prom and stuff. Oh, also colors, yes. So you and I both know that I look great in black. Half of my closet is black. I also look really good in red. Blue is my favorite color, although green, gotta represent my Slytherin. All I'm saying is that yellow is the only color I will not wear. It makes me look like I have jaundice. Can't be done. But yeah, Daniel, I'm really excited. We're going to prom. Ah!
Hey guys, I'm with nobody right now. Alright, who are you?
I'm nobody. And if I'm nobody, that makes you less than nobody, right? I can play that game. Ryan.
Yeah, this is Jimmy. James, he's a graphic artist. And also, Jimmy, I can ask you something.
Sure, what's up?
Prom, please.
No.
Screw you then!
Don't worry, I go to prom with you, buddy. Yay! Prom buddy thrower!
I'm out.
No. Too late. What do you say, yes or no?
So, guys, we have something special coming up. We are throwing the official Power Ranger party at Power Morphicon 2018 in August in Anaheim Convention Center. And we're doing this thing called the Power Ranger. It's called the Angel Grove Prom. Are you familiar with Angel Grove?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the theme of prom?
I love prom.
Did you go to your prom?
I went to every prom. I went before I was even able to go to prom, and I went the year after I graduated.
Wait.
For real.
You went the year after?
I got someone to ask me so I can go. I love prom so much. I've asked all the guys to prom. I've actually never been asked.
Really?
I've asked every single guy because I like being aggressive.
All right. Well, we're going to flip the tables here. So
What do you mean?
I'm hosting this along with the rest of our crew. And I was wondering if you would go to prom with me.
Oh man. I mean, this is kind of awkward.
This is awkward.
Because Jake kind of already asked me, but are you even gonna be in town that weekend? Oh, you're not. I mean, sorry, Jake. That's all you get again.
Oh, so I have a prom date.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you at Angel Grove Prom 2018 at the Anaheim Convention Center. See you at Morphicon. We're back. So, man, that was a long break.
Yeah, that was a long break. We were able to do a lot. Like, for example, get your comments printed out. So we've got those ready to go. I am still debating if I want to read all of them.
We're going to read one of Ryan's and one of Cyril's, so let's make it the good one.
All right.
So it's going to be pretty short, actually.
Let me see. Okay. Robin Chan.
We got a super chat.
Oh, hold on.
Hey Elle, let me tie your shoes because I don't want you falling for anyone else.
I don't find anything offensive with that.
Exactly.
So I guess I okay.
Didn't include daddy or anything like that. I like it. Getting better.
Blackwing says, imagine if someone tried to steal Joe's prom date. I'm cool with that because I would just steal Mikey's. So that's how that would work.
Would she actually do that though? Would she if she's already I already promised, I'm gonna go with
Maverick?
Make sure, yeah. Wouldn't she be like, oh, well, I'm gonna go with Mikey? I told him I was gonna go.
Of course, man.
She's such a nice person though. I don't think she would.
Maverick is one of my. Yes, she would.
Oh man, I don't know if she would because she's like.
How, you want to make a bet on it?
No. Because I don't want him to be dateless.
Would
be messed up.
Exactly, I'm not doing that. It's in cruel intentions.
Let's put it to the test.
No, it's in cruel intentions.
You said you didn't know, but I'm 100% confident.
Okay, so I said I didn't know. I didn't say I did.
Toku Kid gives another super chat. Blackwing #Blackwing stare #Jezer didn't change his clothes. For the Promposal. Yeah, when he was on that episode.
Blackwing stare because it ends on.
Oh, that Blackwing stare every time where it's like.
Who did Blackwing even ask?
He asked
Jessica. I bet you I could take that one too.
You're so wrong, dude. You're so wrong. Jessica, I know you.
And they call me Mr. Student.
Oh no, right?
But I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm just saying I could. Anyway, let's do this.
Comments. Robin Chan says, MMPR is the first time when we get the snake. When we got the snake. So did Zio. Oh, the wooden snake. The wooden snake.
Okay. Why did you do this when you said
No, I said, oh, the wooden snake.
Oh.
Yeah, because he does bring it out. The one that
"Grrr."
ends up crawling on Aisha.
Yeah.
And,
I was like, first I was like, what am I reading? There was a snake in the Tanya episode. The Lord of Auric. Auric? Am I saying it right? All right, that sounds good.
This is the one, Robin
Tanya-
Chan, one we're going to read out of the 973 comments she left?
Yeah, she's got a lot. So when Tanya unknowingly saves her parents in the cavern trap, a throwback hint gem, a scary gem when someone's afraid of snakes. Well, some people aren't afraid of snakes. Some people just don't like them.
except for Joe.
Joe, no, Joe
I
don't
don't
like
like
snakes. Joe doesn't like snakes.
Snakes. I'm going to read
not a fan.
Jalen's comment, the throat screwer. All right. Hey, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. Now, for the wrap-up, it was brilliant as always. No sound needed for improvement. Always no need for improvement. Also, I really love these 3 episodes. Every episode of MMPR brings back so many good memories. Anyways, I hope to meet you guys soon. And once I show up to Power Morphicon, talk to you guys later. Also, I might a surprise, so stay tuned and stay awesome. I might have a surprise, but I'm assuming.
Oh,
you're
okay,
gonna
cool.
say. Great.
Yeah, we will stay awesome. That's how you said it. You yelled it at us.
All right, I'll try.
Yeah, right.
Just read one of Cyril's if you'd like.
They're so.
Or you can read Ryan's.
You read Cyril, I'll read Ryan.
This was S awesome episode.
Okay.
Okay, and Ryan says, great retro wrap up, Joe and Dano and beautiful Elle. And I will all 3 episodes. I'll give all 3 episodes a 5 for now. Wow, we didn't do like a 5 point. So thank you, I appreciate that. A 5 now, and thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being awesome friends to me and your friend Ryan. Well, this is from your friend Ryan Earl Thomas from Arizona. Glad to be your friend. Peace out, yo yo.
This one has nothing to do with anything, but which Star Wars movie do you love more, Revenge of the Sith or The Last Jedi? Who's that? Cyril Moore.
Sarah, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, man?
What were the options?
Revenge of the Sith or The Last Jedi?
The Last Jedi is
The Last
way
Jedi.
better.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith? You kidding me?
Well, now I really want to read another.
Go ahead, read another
Read
one.
another one. Read another one.
Robin says, in Turbo, when Skull is carrying the no crying sign with the baby crying on it, it's a throwback to episode 3. It's a throwback to a 3-parter episode when there were babysitters and the baby Jacob was crying. Notice the hint?
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
don't know. I don't. Maybe it's the way it was written. I don't.
Was it a picture of Jacob
Yeah,
crying on the
I said I'd read one more. I just didn't know it was going to be that.
You chose to read
I hope
it.
Hasbro moves the show to the Dirty South, aka Atlanta, Georgia, because that's where a lot of places are shooting lately.
I just know Walking Dead shoots.
What else shoots there? Something else shoots there, too.
Movies shoot there.
Now, Cloak and Dagger shoots in New Orleans.
Films are shot there.
Avengers, movies. But the Captain Marvel's, I'm going on Tuesday.
Yeah.
That shoots here, though. It's shooting all over California, mainly
What-
Southern
what shot?
California.
What shot?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel shot at Jez's house, guys. You hear that? Yep.
Well, all hail Lord Fred. Also, I put back in the chat. I'll do it again. That is the Stranger Things shoots in Atlanta. This is the link to the Angel Grove prom. You can let us know if you're going, and all that stuff. But I think that's gonna do it. I think we've accomplished our goal today. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
You could join us in person too, if you want.
That's right. You can come on down and watch while we talk about Power Rangers, and you'll get involved. It becomes interactive. It'll be fun, guys.
Yeah, comes interactive. Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Joe will sign autographs for you.
Well, if you were here yesterday, you'd have had to sign an autograph too, because Daniel had to sign the thing.
I
Too.
signed something, guys.
Johnny had to sign
It
it,
wasn't a ticket.
and now you're gonna have to sign it.
My phone's not even off. Sorry.
Phone's out. That means a case of beer. What else? Yeah, where can everybody find you guys at Soch?
I'm LT on Instagram.
And I'm Battlestar Galactica on Instagram. You
right-
gotta tell people.
right-
Yeah,
right
exactly. Exactly how it shows. It's ELLE
Period.
TEA.
No, period.
Oh, it's a period?
It's a period.
I'm sorry, period. TEA. There you go.
Yeah.
You?
Oh, Battlestar Galactica, just like it says.
And you can find me at that hashtag Joe. That's gonna do it for us, guys. Battlestar Galactica. Who spelled it wrong?
And you got a new logo too, right?
Huh? I got a new logo.
That looks super good.
Thank you.
Liked it.
I was inspired by the man, the myth, the legend over here. He had a shirt that he put out that's like...
I didn't put it out.
Well, he's not putting it out, but it's dope. It's dope.
It's
amazing. I love the shirt. I want that shirt so bad.
I'll show you the logo.
Okay.
It's on my computer.
Is it on that Tear Fury?
No.
No, that's the thing. He's not gonna put it on TV.
This is my logo. I'm not gonna.
Oh, I like that.
But the whole thing is I'm not putting it out. I'm only letting certain people. Certain people are gonna have the opportunity to. There it is.
The honor to wear it.
Certain people are gonna have the opportunity.
You could be on my team. Mine's just a black T-shirt with no prints.
Oh my God! You know, we should actually do that and try to see if it sells. Like
just a plain black T-shirt. Yeah, that one's mine. It's a really good design. I spent about 3 years working on that logo.
Okay, cool. I see the detail. Look at that.
Right?
Like the
it's super meticulous. Made sure 100% cotton shirt. Only the best for my team, you guys.
Okay.
Polyester.
You gotta do that 50-50 or whatever.
Yeah, spandex shirts.
Yeah.
That's gonna do it for us, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Please go over to Angel Grove Prom's page. Let us know. You can write in the comments. We're gonna have there's people already writing in the comments, and I can tell you that there's already
and post your outfits too. I want to see what you guys are wearing.
Yeah, post everything in there. We already have a good array of people going. But anyway, check us out on Facebook, on YouTube, on whatever social media. That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button to stay up to date with everything trending
in geek pop culture.